So there are three types of comments are there. Commenting the code or comment is, so comment is going to describe about your code line of code. Okay. If you want to describe something, so then you will use a comment. So comments are three types. So single line comment, multi-line comment, document comment. So let me show you what is a document comment. So document comment means you want to explain something about your class or your method above. So you will put a /**, then press enter key. Automatically document comment will be placed. So this document comment is maybe date. You can explain something, okay? You can explain. That's a document comment. So this is my first Java class. So you can explain about this class. For example, I want to explain about my method. So again, you have to put a document comment. So this is a main method to execute my statements. Something I can write. So that means I'm explaining about this method, what this method is doing, so that tomorrow a new person comes and he can understand here. That's a description. You are giving a description about that method, about that class, something you want to explain. So that's called this method, document comment. So there is a single line comment. This is called single line comment. So single line comment means, right? Single line comment means, so this is how you can represent // and whatever you put here, and that won't be considered for execution. For example, I don't want to execute this. I can just put like this, so that this line won't be considered for execution. JVM will not consider this line to execute. That's a comment. For example, I want to comment multiple lines. Just so select how many lines you want to comment, and you can put a, so there is a shortcut also. Otherwise, you can just place /* and which line you want to end there */. So then these three lines will be commented. This is called multi-line commenting. So what do you call this? This is called multi-line commenting. Multiple lines you are commenting. That's a multi-line commenting, we call this. See, this line, this line, this line, till this line, you commented all of them. So this is called multi-line commenting, we call this. So multiple lines you are commenting. How you can remove that? So you can just delete manually, or you can just put control shift /. See, that is removed. A shortcut is you want to place multi-line comment. Shortcut is select the lines and control shift /. See, that lines will be commented. Okay, this is the multi-line commenting, and this is the single line commenting. This is the single line commenting. So on multi-line commenting, that is not executed, and single line comment also, that is not executed. So single line or multi-line you will use within the methods, okay, to comment some line of code. You don't want that line of code now, then you can use that single line and multi-line commenting. And there is a document comment. Always you will write above the class or above the method. Why? To describe about that method, about that class, what it is doing. Then you will use okay. So that is called commenting. And are you clear on the commenting?
Yeah, good so far.
Okay. So now let's go to so where we completed static keyword, and we need to understand now wide keyword. What is mean by wide keyword? So let's go and understand what is mean by wide keyword. Program keywords, right? This one. So these are all done. Okay. So now we need to discuss about wide keyword. So you have seen in your method line, right? Wide keyword. So you can go and check that. Wide keyword is there in the method signature line. Method line. So here, this is the wide, right? Are you there?
Yes.
So this is the wide you will use only in the methods. So nowhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So wide keyword is a return type keyword. So it will be applied only in the method signature line. Nowhere else. If you declare wide keyword in the method signature, then the method doesn't return any value. Method doesn't return any value. So what is mean by that? Wide means your method is not going to give any value to you. Then you can ask, if wide, if you don't write, what will happen? Method is going to return a value? Yes. If you don't write wide place some other thing, if you write like data types, then the method will return a value to you. You can reuse that value anywhere else. But if you write a wide, the meaning of wide is method is not going to return any value to you. Method doesn't return any value to you. That's the meaning of wide. So static method syntax with wide. So access modifier, you know already. Access modifier, static, wide, method name, parenthesis, curly bracket. So calculations and logical statements. That's a method body. Method body inside you will write the logics. So methods are two types: static method, non-static method. Methods are two types: static method, non-static method. So we have seen static method syntax and non-static method. So non-static method is, so non-static or instance method is, that means static keyword won't be there. Static method or static variable means there is a static keyword. So always static keyword will be there. That's a static method or static variable or static block. You must use the static keyword. Non-static means there is no static keyword. So non-static or instance method with wide syntax. The access modifier, void, method name, parenthesis, curly bracket, calculations plus logical statements, and curly bracket ends. That's the method ending. See, these are the, what is the difference from this line and this line?
No static.
No static. That's a simple. If static key is not there, that's a non-static method. If static key is there, that's a static method. But I have given here without parameters, but you can create with parameters also. Second category, you can write a method without void. Now, if you write a void, I told you this method is not going to give any output after this logics, calculations, everything. You won't get anything. Okay, so that's the method with void. But if you don't write void in the method signature line, then that method will return a value, the output of your calculations. That output you will get it and you can reuse somewhere else. You can reuse somewhere else. So that is the static method syntax without void. So this is the one. Can you see here? Access modifier, static. See, no void. Void place what we have written? Data type. Then method name. Right? So the difference between here and here is void place you are getting a data type. Then method name. Curly bracket. Calculations plus logical statements. Return the value. See, return keyword extra you are getting here. So return keyword you are getting here. So here you don't have a return keyword, right? So that's the extra change here. Void place you'll put a data type. In the body, last statement should be a return. Okay, what you want to return. What value you want to return, that value you write it here. Value can be stored in the variables. That variable also you can put it here, or directly you can write the logic here also. So that is the methods without void. So non-static method syntax without void. Access modifier, data type, method name. So curly bracket start, all logics you can build it, then return this logic output here. So then end the curly bracket. That's all void keyword means. Any questions on the void keyword?
None so far.
So don't worry, we are going to write the functions. There is a functions, a big topic. That's a crucial topic. So you should be very, very strong on that topic. Then your automation is going to be very easy for you. Okay. So, okay. Main method. You already seen the main method right here. This is the main method. This is they named it. You named your method, right? But Java named this as a main method for execution purpose. People, anybody want to execute their statements, they created one main method. That's where beginning of your code will start there. So main is a built-in method in Java. The program execution begins from this line onwards only. The cursor will go there only always. One line executes, again cursor will go there. Again, next slide will call the main method. Then it will take up that instruction and it will execute. So that's the method, main method means. So the naming conventions of any method is if a method name contains one word, all the letters should be in lowercase. So now main is a one word, right? That's why see all lowercase. But what are the class naming conventions?
For class, isn't it all lowercase? Or no, for class you have only the first letter of every word is capitalized, right?
Yeah, first letter of the word, every word first letter should be in capital. I think you have to revise that. So what is the class? First tell me what is a class first. What do you mean by class?
A class is a blueprint or a template of an object. And
why do you need a class? Not sure? Why do you need a class?
Why do I need a class?
Why do you need a class?
Actually, not sure.
Okay. I think you are not reading properly. So the answers will be there, everything, whatever am I asking in our blog. If you read carefully line by line, you will get the answer there
Oh,
automatically.
you need a class for objects to exist.
Yeah. You need class to create objects.
Mhm.
So what are the members of a class?
Could be fields and variables, or fields or variables, sorry, various methods, constructors, or blocks.
That's it. Good. Okay. Now, let's come back. So the class naming conventions is every word first letter should be capital while writing the class name. Mandatorily you have to follow, and you have to keep this point in mind. Wherever you are creating the class, you are calling the class, you have to apply these statements. If you remember the statement, then only you can apply. If you don't remember, you cannot apply. Then you will make mistakes. That's why I'm telling first these keywords, you read n number of times until every statement in your mind. Without this, the program won't come properly. That's why I'm telling, your Saturday, Sunday, you have to utilize properly. If you're not utilizing your Saturday, Sunday, that's not going to work out. So more revision, more number of times reading. That's what I'm expecting from you. So you have to speed up. And every day spending time, extra time, 1 or 2 hours. 1 or 2 hours is more than enough for you. 1 hour for reading, 1 hour for practice. 2 hours is mandatory after our class. Yeah. Okay. Now let's move on. What is the method naming conventions? Class naming conventions, you know now. What are the method naming conventions? If a method name contains one word, all letters should be in lowercase. See that? Example. Click. Type. So one word, more than one word, this one.
One word.
So that's why all lowercase. Rule 2. If a method name contains more than one word, first word, all letters should be in lowercase. From second word onwards, each word first letter should be in uppercase. And don't provide any spaces between the words. So now see this. Protected, static, void, click and wait. How many words here?
3.
3. So that's why first word, all lowercase. Second word onwards, every word first letter, capital letter. This is a kind of camel case, right? So first word you will leave everything lower, and second word first letter capital. Next, all the words first letter only capital, remaining all lowercase. And method name is followed by, what is this? Parenthesis. And then by body, method body, the curly brackets or flower brackets, we call this. Start curly bracket, end curly bracket. You must start with a flower bracket. You must end with a flower bracket. Every method is independent. So that's why I'm giving a syntaxes. If you follow the syntax, you won't make mistakes. So see, I have given this end curly bracket also in our syntaxes. If you follow, you won't make a mistakes. If you want to create another method, you have to start from the beginning again. After this line only, after this end curly bracket only. So method name should be a verb because it does the action. So that's why the method name always a verb. So use lower camel case for naming the methods. Set first name, parenthesis. Get first name, parenthesis. Get last name, parenthesis. So this is the parenthesis. So this is the parenthesis we call So where you will use this parenthesis? After the method name, first place. See, method name after you are using, right? Then second place where you will use in the method, the parenthesis will be used after object creation line. In the object creation line where you will call constructor, there you will use. So this is the one. This is the object. So here you will call parenthesis. Then all control structures, if after you will use, while after you will use, for after you can use, switch after you can use. So these are all the places of control structures you will use parenthesis. Typecasting time also we can use parenthesis. Typecasting means I'll tell you in the tomorrow's topic. So that's a typecasting time also you can use. Next, string args. What is this? So you can see here, right? These are the arguments. So string square bracket means it's an array. It's an array. So these are command line arguments. It accepts many values because array means it accepts many values. So either this one is correct. See this now, string args, you have a square bracket. Then string dot C. So either this one is correct, this one is correct, and this one. All three formats are correct. Now we have written first format, right? Let me take a second format. Still, my main method is valid. So what we need to do, just replace the square bracket to args. That's a second type of main method arguments. Say this is also valid. So your code is executed perfectly without any errors. Next, third one. String dot C. This is the third one. So all three are correct arguments for the main method. So clear, right? So this is all about the main method, and so those are arguments. Now we have a method body. I already told method body. So the parenthesis part, this curly bracket inside the reason part is called method body. So inside the method body, you can write logic and statements. You can write the logic and statements inside this method body. You can write your calculations, your print statements, your object creation, your method invocations, everything you can do here. But method definition you cannot do inside that. Okay, so method calling, object creation, print related statements, variable declaration you can do. But another method you cannot write inside this method body. Every method is independent. So the body of method consists of commands. Commands means I just told, right? The calculations, method calls, print related statements, local variables, everything you can write under this method body. This is the method body. So the method body inside only you can write all this calculation part, method calls, another method you can call inside this method. Print statement, you want to print something, you can use a print statement. So this is all about basics of this thing. So let me show you a static keyword also. Okay. So I want to show you static. I'll create a new class. So can you see here access modifiers? So private protected are disabled for the class. Only public package are enabled. I'll take a package class. static block length. So I'll take a main method. You can finish. See, as I already told, so access modifier, static, so data type, so variable name. I can just declare a variable, or I can assign a value also later. So it's up to you. So private, static. See that I'm following this access modifier press. I put a private, static, data type. So what is the data type you want to declare? So int I, and I can put a data. So I want to declare one more, comma, z equal to 5. So are you going to same data type you want? 10. So like this, you want to declare 3 variables. You can put in the same line. Otherwise, instead of somebody will do in the next line. If it is a same data type, this data variable name, j variable, and so data doesn't have any value. J and I has a value. So now I'm going to assign a value for the data, or I can assign a value for the, so I. See that? So I can create a static block. So this is the first static block. So I can assign, so data equal to 4, I equal to 10. Say I'm initializing these static variable values from the static block itself, so that then I can use them in my main method if I want to use them. So the value, so this, what do you call this? What is mean by this? Yesterday I told you this. What is mean by this?
Equals, it's
I have
one
given
second.
examples for 2 equals. One is single equal. What is
it
it?
is an assignment operator, sorry.
So this is called the assignment operator. What is mean by assignment operator? What it will do?
It'll assign the value to whatever variable you give it.
Yeah. So now this right side value will be assigned to the left side variable. Now that means what is mean by that? So the right side variable copied to data. That means 4 is going and storing in the data variable. 10 is going and storing in the I variable. That's the assignment operator means. Here also. But here I didn't use assignment operator for this. I just declared a variable here. I'm assigning a value here. I can do that, right? So now I can consume here. See, int result equal to, so data plus I plus j. See that? I can combine now. So sum of, so data comma I comma j is plus result. So then main method starts. See that? I'm going to change that value now. So data equal to data multiplied by 2. So why I can call directly this variable? Because this is a static variable. Static variable I can call in the static method and static block directly. You can call anywhere because static variable is a common thing, right? It's a common to all. So I can call anywhere. Now, see, I don't need to call this static block in the main method. So before main method, your static block will execute. See that? Execute this. See, first static block is executed. So after static block, so right, this static block after, then it came to cursor came to main method. How do you know? See, the 18th line executed here. That means that's the main method inside part. Then, so this part executed and this part executed. Now data value is 8. So what we did? Data value 4 multiplied by 2, 8. So now you reassigned a value here again. You changed the data value. So when it will change? After 20th line execution only the value will change. After 20th, the value, data value will be changed. I assigned, I'm just calculating, multiplying the current data value with 2. And then that output I am storing in the same data variable. So this is the how we can use the static block. Static block, anything you want to execute before the main method, you can take a static block. So this class is a default class. Okay, this is the class name. The class name before the class keyword will tell you it's a Java class. So any doubts here on the static block and so how to initialize the variables, so all those.
No, I just need practice.
Yeah, definitely. You need to spend more time now than the basics.